Let me get a piece of this.
Tim didn't do it.
Tim!
You just say it normally.
You piece of garbage. Welcome everybody to the Crewcast episode 8. This week we got.
Is it 9?
No, it's 8. Last I just edited 7 today.
Oh.
I know. So I guess we'll go around.
Well, we got Brendan, Travis, Corbin, Andre.
Oh yeah, new guest on the podcast. Introduce yourself.
Hi, my name's Andre.
Boom.
And Tim.
Welcome to the next podcast, everyone. It's a brand new day, fresh topic.
So I wanted to talk about music, our favorite kinds of music. You know, our favorite artists, favorite types. Why, if you like music, what got you into music? I love music, and why
You love
modern
men?
music is so
Men?
garbage.
Love men.
But what if someone disagrees with that?
Well, they're wrong. That's why we have a podcast.
Corbin likes
Discourse.
Corbin likes Les Mis.
Yeah, Les Mis is a fantastic musical.
And that was recorded.
You
years
mean
ago.
Les Miserables?
Yeah, fantastic musical. So good.
Horrible.
You're wrong.
Horrible.
Okay, here's
You're
the
actually
question for you.
incorrect.
Do you like the Broadway one or the film version?
I'm talking
Both
about the
for different
film.
reasons.
Oh.
There you go.
The Broadway one, far better music.
Oh,
The film, Hugh Jackman. So good.
okay, you take out Hugh Jackman, that movie?
Eh.
There's no end.
I've seen it once. I watched it one time.
Yeah.
I watched the musical 6 times. The film, once. For Hugh.
The only people that I know to like Les Mis also have voted for Biden.
Well, I didn't vote at all. Suck it. Because I didn't want to do the mail-in crap.
Dog, that means you already voted for Biden.
Honestly, yeah, fair enough. Someone probably voted for me.
Oh, looks like he didn't send in his. Biden it is.
Mine? Anyways.
getting off.
Yeah. So, start with Tim.
Tim, what is your favorite music? And what do you like listening to now? And how's your music taste developed? What did you start liking? And then now you look back and you're like, Fat Chat song. Or
Yeah.
Fat Chat music.
Yeah.
So the timeline's very interesting. But overall, the whole timeline, my whole life, I've loved
Lego
soundtrack.
music?
It's- But if you think of it, it's almost the most broad genre because
That is true.
there's Imagine Dragons songs that have been in films, so it's that is now soundtrack.
I do want to do a fight scene to Enemy.
So that would be nice. So it's always been soundtrack, but also the Lord of the Rings score, top notch. It's amazing.
It's like Hans Zimmer too.
I like Hans Zimmer, John
Hans
Williams.
Zimmer is probably the best. One of the
He's
best.
good. It was so interesting. I listened to the Dune soundtrack before watching Dune, and I was like, "This is such a whack soundtrack by Hans Zimmer." But then I watched Dune,
And
listened
it's
to the soundtrack,
whoa.
and I'm like, "This soundtrack is awesome." So it's just how they
The
correlate. to
GOAT
movies.
is John Williams.
So
I think
true.
Hans Zimmer is second. John Williams?
It's close.
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Indiana Jones.
That's
Harry
no.
Potter,
Okay.
Jurassic
Potter,
I think
Jurassic
John Williams has
Uh,
more classics, but Hans Zimmer is really good.
I think my
Well,
favorite.
John
Wait,
Williams
They're classics
started
because of the.
film.
Well, what's
Yeah, no, yeah.
What's each
So
year's
John Williams is
favorite
definitely-
of Hans Zimmer?
I like the Dark Knight music.
Inception
I was about to say I
was-
really like Inception.
Interstellar's good.
Interstellar is.
Yeah, I was gonna say
oh.
that's my favorite. Interstellar.
Hans Zimmer just he has some bangers.
Oh, wait, Tim, bands
It's like
you like.
crawling through attic music.
Yeah.
Tim. Bands. I know you like soundtracks.
London Philharmonic. But actual bands. So there was this one band. They were a Christian rock band, but they did 2 albums. They were called Capitol Lights.
You're a
And-
little.
Oh, I know.
And-
I know them.
I think Paige
And
would be into
they're
Tim now.
awesome. So
you're right.
what?
He said my little sister would be into you now. She's super Christian. So
I
she
remember
loved Capitol
When we
Lights.
went on our date, I was like, "What kind of music you listen?" She's like only Christian rock. I was like, "I didn't even know." That was I don't even know what that is. And then I listened to it, and it was like music, and then the lyrics were just, were about Christ.
Yeah.
But I was like, it was so weird to listen to. I was like,
Isn't it? It's weird to hear rap or I don't know.
Yeah, it talks about
rock
Jesus. It's
music.
like this is weird.
It's like
Because I'm so used to like hymns or like other kind of music to it, so that was kind of weird. But yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, I'll just go through the timeline. I remember the first music I ever liking was just putting on the Pandora shuffle of soundtracks. So that's where I got all that stuff. And I remember just trying to show off, being like, listening to the song, be like, I know who wrote that and what song it is. So then that just continued forever. But within that, there was then like the Capital Light times. But there was a time I was going through listening to 80s music, so much of that. Then during like the 2010, I probably was listening to a decent amount of like 2010 music, like the modern stuff. That was actually a really good era.
I was gonna say 2010s, like 2000 to 2000, like
Who's
12
the one
was
guy?
just.
Yeah, 2010 has some good aging music.
Yeah. So there's that. And then probably kind of went more back to the 80s music for like the next 80s. And then some of the modern stuff like Imagine Dragons type things. Just more like more selective, like the single good songs.
That's the thing is there's like, you can't say you like all of one genre because it's
Yeah.
like some of that genre, but then some of the genre like everything in Imagine Dragons, they're just like pop.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
they are so good, whereas other pop is actual garbage.
Yeah.
It just
or
depends.
One Republic was really good.
One Republic, some of their songs were really good, and some where I was like, this
Well,
sucks.
it's hit the top right now. Friggin' with
Did they come out with more music? I thought they were.
yeah, Maverick.
Oh,
Top
that was
Gun
such
Maverick?
a good.
They had a
they
song
You
on
haven't
Maverick?
heard that song? Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw Maverick. I don't know if
Was
I.
You
there-
know the beach scene or whatever?
Oh, that was them?
theirs. Yeah.
Okay.
He literally
a
sent
good
it over
soundtrack.
second day after.
I was too busy looking at the bods
Yeah, I was. Dude, those bodies.
and those mustaches.
Oh,
Sweaty.
so good.
You're hitting my triangle of. Oh,
I wish that movie had more 80s music though.
sweaty bod mustaches.
But yeah, then there's just like single songs from like all different artists. Like
That's kind of how it is now. It's
Yeah, it
very
really is.
selective.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like this band. I like the one song from this band.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my problem.
There's a few bands that I'm like, oh, like most of their songs are good.
Yeah.
But that is very few now.
I also feel like it's one of those things where like there's a point in time where nobody really did music, or like there was very few people that got famous off music, so when you made it big, like you were the name. But now like anybody can become big, so it's like, you know, because songs get popular, so you know that song but you don't know who it's from. I feel like that's a lot now, but like back then you're like, oh, this is this band, it sounds like this
I
guy
will
from this
say,
band.
I think that is true, but I think that it's like different reasoning. I think back in the day, people did music because they loved music, and then people started getting famous from doing music, and people were like,
Yeah, that's kind
I
of the
can
other
do
side
music. And then it hit us like it hit a point in like 2012 where people were like, how about instead of liking music and doing music, I do music for money and just create a good beat and say garbage. Like it went from people doing music because they loved music to people doing music for money. And so they would just literally spit out hundreds of tracks hoping to get picked up by someone. And none of it, like, that's why modern like music is so bad, in my opinion, is it doesn't have any actual heart. I think a lot of modern artists do not like music. I think they do music because it makes a lot of money.
Schwantre?
Amen.
Oh, I do. So I want to just round out the timeline. So for a while during high school, I listened to all of Rhett and Link's stuff. Just that.
Oh,
Was,
yeah.
That was the stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone goes through
Yeah. And then I went on my mission, and we could only listen to Jesus Christian music. So I found a love for that. I still listen to it. It's good. There's good stuff to that. And then also at some point I discovered epic music. So it's not soundtrack, but it's just like those epic scores.
Like Two Steps from Hell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And top notch.
Yeah.
So there's where it's at.
So growing up in California, actually, when I was really young, I did listen to classical. Actually, let me share this story. So there's I got into classical. I was maybe 12, so I was listening to classical and pooping my pants. And
Listen to Beethoven while he's shatting a brick.
we had this like boom, kind of like a boombox CD player type of thing. And my dad is like a violinist. He's been a violinist his entire life, so he has like these CDs, and like some of them are old and you can't get them anymore, and they're like relics. And one of them had this track called the Moldau. It was a love song written to the river that goes through Prague. And it was like my favorite thing to listen to when I was 12. So I'd put it in the CD player and just like blast it in my room. And my older brother hated classical music. So he came in one day and just smashed that CD. And I get home from school one day and open the player, and it's just like a bunch of shards of glass in this CD player.
So he smashed it and then was send your piece of trash and put it back?
No, he smashed it in the CD
Oh, okay.
player.
I thought he was like, shh. Time to put it back in. So he put it, like, that would be super trash.
Yeah, and this was a big deal to my dad, and he has kind of like an Arnold Schwarzenegger accent. He's like, "I'll kill you."
Oh, this is also the same man where Mikey in Gazpacho, I showed my family and he was there. I was like, so what was your favorite part? And he was like, I like big hairy man. I don't know if I told you, but that's what he said.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, he came up, I think, upstairs before you. So I was like, did you like it? He's like, yeah. And I was like, you laughed, right? He's like, yeah. I'm like, what's your favorite part? And he was like, I like the big hairy man. It was obviously Mikey.
There's only one big hairy man in the
Yeah, it's Mikey. Oh, now that I think about it, maybe he meant the bear.
That's what
No.
I would have thought of first, but
Nah,
No, because he said big hairy man. He didn't say bear. I feel he knows
would've
the
said
word bear.
Yeah. He just said big hairy man. So Mikey was his favorite part of that. Was
I would
big hairy man.
I'm gonna have to FaceTime him and ask him about it. But yeah, after that, just growing up, it was a lot of hip hop, a lot of rap.
I remember visiting you, and then you would rap, and you're a fetch. I remember visiting you, and then I remember you were like rapping and recording, and then you were like spouting off stuff. And I was like, I didn't like hear any of that. And I remember like going over your lyrics, and it was like, it's
You're
like
making that
the
up.
most AIDS lyrics.
No,
Andre, spit a freestyle real quick.
no, it was good stuff.
Spit a freestyle.
No, I
Come
don't
on.
Hold on, it may have been
Come
good
on.
to rap standards. I'm saying the lyrics themselves were like,
I don't even remember this.
this is PG-18.
Come on, come on. You mean rated R?
Nah.
PG-18.
You had to be 18 to listen to it.
That's rated R.
Yeah, but there were. it was like one step below.
One step below, rated
And
Yeah,
for
the-
mature.
It was rated M.
TVMA.
I did learn the rap too, the Lego. Everything is awesome, that little rap part.
I know a lot of rap.
So that's my one rap song.
I would pride myself in listening to old school rap, though. I didn't listen to like Waka Flocka Flame or any of those new guys. I hated those guys. Yeah, if I was listening to that, it was old school. But then kind of just went back to classical music and gospel and stuff. So,
Oh.
yeah,
So
Big 180.
interesting. Yeah.
Corbin's family would
Love both of you.
would want your mouths on their mouths.
Yeah, absolutely. My sister, Andre, dude.
Ooh, ooh.
She would
Give him an ooh.
Ooh. She would love you. Oh, too bad she's engaged now.
She could break it off.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Dog, all three of us are her hall pass.
Handsome, single, Christian.
Okay, only Tim's her hall pass. No one
For
meets
number
that
one.
criteria.
You,
Handsome.
him.
That's old Tim.
I pooped myself at 14.
Yeah, his handsome got shot out. He lost some DNA.
No,
in that.
my whole family. I grew up. Do
Stinky?
you know Rage Against the Machine? Anyone? Yeah, you know
Yeah.
System of a Down.
Yeah,
You were
Yeah.
into Screamo more.
Yeah, dog.
I
I was into
That
heavy.
unlocked a memory.
I was into heavy.
Yeah.
I would listen to it with my mom in the car.
Yeah, and you got Mikey.
We'd be walking to
sooner or
school and
later
be
into
like,
Skrillex.
oh.
And then you got Mikey into Skrillex.
Oh, I regret that.
Hey, I like some of their stuff is good.
No. I regret how much Mikey played it. Like,
That
cause
part-
I was like, cool. He's playing. Like, we listened to it and it was cool. And then it kind of like died out, but he kept playing it, and I was like,
I hate this now.
I want to listen to something else.
But then he would put on freaking Magic or whatever, that freaking song.
I got the magic.
I hate that song. You guys overplayed that so much.
Dude, that was the
It was-
song.
I'd rather listen
it was
to Skrill
cool,
like
and
freaking
then we're
6
like,
hours
oh,
straight instead of that.
It was like, oh, this is the crew song because we play it and we get together, and it just reminded me of just like getting
Being on the
together.
bus.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
or just being together, and then after a while, it was like, no, we're playing.
No, yeah.
Like
I
I
mean,
dislike a lot of Journey because of Mikey too.
No. He ruined Journey for you?
Yeah,
That's
like Don't Stop
trash.
Believing. I can't
Okay, he
listen to
ruined
it.
Don't Stop Believing for me too. So that's
Separate Ways kind of is on the fence. Like it's been a while since I've
I was gonna say the last time I listened to it was with you and Mikey.
Wheel in the Sky. Hate that song. That's just a piece of trash song, anyways. But he ruined it. It's like it was already trash. It was already trash. Poo in the drain, trash.
Have you guys ever set a song as your like wake up alarm?
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Fastest way to ruin a song.
I'll disagree.
I disagree.
There's one song. My man. Dude, there's one song that legitimately
you can't
to
get
this
sick
day
of.
I can't get sick of.
Go
And
ahead.
it's just
Copyright. Play it. We'll mute it.
Maybe it depends on the song, but the song I made my alarm was
oh no, some songs.
I
yeah.
Get Money by 50 Cent. That's what I would wake up to.
No,
That's like 1 or 2 a day. Every day.
That I couldn't see. I couldn't do that. That's dude. Just throw on Gangster's Paradise every morning.
Oh yeah.
That song slaps though. That is a great song, and it's clean.
I got really into Impala.
Tame Impala?
Yeah. No.
Not Tame Impala.
No, the song. Continue. I'll look it up. I mean,
Would you
it's a
listen
rap
to
song. It's a rap song.
Bulls on Parade?
Oh,
That was like one of my favorite of theirs. Yeah, that
I
one
only played it
slapped.
'cause
so good.
Yeah,
at my
that one slaps.
at my tire job, we'd go really late into the night, and when I'd be working late, you'd have a guy with you, and the guy I'd usually go with would always steal the stereo at our work to bring it with us, and then he'd hook up his phone, and it was like all rap. So at the beginning, I was like, oh, I hate this, and then after a while, it was like some songs that you're just busting out
Dude.
tires, midnight, snowing, and you just raps on, just
Dude, some okay. There's some rap is actual like mumble rap garbage. A lot of modern rap I don't like. There is some modern rap. I really like NF. I don't know if you know NF.
I know him.
Yeah.
Oh, here
he's
it is.
One
Christian.
of the Christian ones.
Yeah.
Christian rapper. I freaking
No,
love
he's really good.
him. Yeah.
But
Have you ever heard of like those gay remixes of like popular hip hop songs?
Yeah.
They're so trash.
so
listening to him
basically
today, dude.
Kygo. Anything from Kygo,
actually though, dude, there's so much garbage.
and he's a famous DJ because of that trash.
I know. Dude, there's a lot of famous DJs from just remixing modern music. Like they just throw a like
This is why I also
terrible.
hated school dances, because you have that piece of homo DJ that would play a song and then you're getting to it and then you're like, F you. The song's trash.
Well, the thing is, I felt like the freaking school would like have a lot of say dictating like what songs they could.
Oh yeah. That
They were
dude,
like homo.
that was the best part about going to ALA is we got to DJ. School didn't say jack about it. I got to put whatever I want on that playlist. So good. And I didn't do that. I just plugged my phone in, had a playlist, hit shuffle. I had to clear the songs with my teacher, but he didn't really look. He just scrolled through and said, cool. No explicits. I was like, done.
All right, finish yours. So Skrillex and you F Mike.
Oh, wait. I didn't even start. I didn't know if you were done.
Yeah, that's
You just
it.
finished with gospel?
Gospel.
Praise the Lord. That's Andre's music right there. Sisters and brothers.
You listen to that music sung by the chicken in Looney Tunes. The I say guy.
I'll say.
I forget his name. It's something.
It's
I always forget.
Foghorn Leghorn. That's his name.
It is.
Foghorn Leghorn. Got him. So good. Okay, well, I pretty much like.
Men.
Real question is, what time of the year do you start listening to Christmas music?
I've started last week. November 1st, Christmas music started.
It is November 6th, I'm pretty sure. You started in
last
October.
week. No, I started last. I didn't say a week ago. I said last week. Oh wait, no.
Today
What day
is
was Halloween?
Friday,
What day was Halloween?
the 31st.
Okay, I started Tuesday. Dude, November 1st it hit and I put on Christmas music.
Oh, yeah. I'm good. What about you? What's your Christmas music?
December 1st, December 26th is when it ends.
Nah, I listen to Christmas music until February. It keeps going, baby. I genuinely enjoy Christmas music though.
Lightning round. Favorite Christmas song?
That's hard.
Probably my most memorable one is Feliz Navidad. My mom loves that song, and we'd always listen to it.
what's
so
his
I
name?
have a lot of
Gabriel
good memories
Iglesias?
with that.
No. It's what's his name?
There's like a
The
remix.
famous. He's like the
My friend.
Mexican singer guy.
The Mexican singer guy.
Like everyone knows him. I feel like it's
Enrique
Gabriel.
Iglesias.
Well, while you're looking up that, mine is Carol of the Bells.
That is a good one. That is a
Ooh,
really
good one. I didn't even think that's what I should have gone for.
I listen to that one all year long.
Carol of the Bells is good.
No, Carol of the Bells. Pentatonics is Carol of the Bells.
Relax.
And John. No,
Pentatonics?
both of them.
Every song ruined.
Every singles. I
ruin every song.
almost exclusively listen to Pentatonics Christmas. Almost exclusively.
You also like listening to politics, so I wouldn't.
That is wrong. I hate politics.
I'm gonna go with the "What's This" from Nightmare Before Christmas.
That's good. That's a good one.
What's Liz?
What's this? What's this? What's
What's
this?
this?
There's
Oh,
color
yeah.
everywhere. So good. So good.
I kind of heard what I wanted on that one. Yeah, they don't know. We know, but they don't.
Tell.
What did you say?
Share.
What did you say?
What do you know?
Mine, top one, could listen on repeat all day long. Last Christmas by George
I
Michael.
knew you were gonna say that. As soon as you started saying it, I was like, "Last Christmas." I could hear it.
That and then John Williams, it's the most wonderful time of the year.
Is that John?
Home Alone.
There's
Home
the whole
Alone has good
soundtrack.
music
Home Alone
too.
had- yeah. Is that wait?
And it's
John Williams
the other
did
one,
that?
No, not John.
I was like, isn't that
Andy Williams.
Andy Williams? Yeah. Okay. I was like,
Sorry,
what?
John Williams. Andy Williams, and then it's the holiday season.
Okay,
You know.
that's a good one
Sounds
too,
okay, yeah.
dude. Run Rudolph.
Little Saint Nick by the Beach Boys. That's also up there.
That's a good one.
Okay, we gotta finish. Your music taste. We're still on.
I haven't even. I
I
haven't
thought
even
you
gone.
guys.
I thought you've been finishing.
No.
You said so much.
I have not.
You haven't even gone yet.
He finished gospel, and then
Yeah,
I
you
was
said-
like, and then I told a story, and then it was
Screamo.
It
to
was
Mike.
Skrillex, and then we went to
No.
Christmas.
You went
No.
to talk to Pentatonics, and I said I hate it.
I didn't. You brought up Christmas music. I did not.
Tim brought up Christmas music.
Did Tim?
I brought up.
Andre
Christmas
brought up.
music, Yeah.
One of those fags who's blonde in the corner brought it up.
Taking up all of our time.
I was
Fix it
like,
post,
I haven't
fix it
even
post.
started.
Okay, finish.
I haven't even started.
Rewind the clip. This speech. I like Skrillex.
I didn't say that. You brought up Skrillex.
Yeah, what-
Or Screamo.
Yeah.
That's the beginning of it.
All right, new question. Halloween music.
The Nightmare
We'll-
Before
we'll
Christmas
never-
soundtrack. That's it.
Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan.
Before Christmas soundtrack.
I also love the Dead Don't Die Now because of Gazpacho.
So good.
Or Spooky Scary Skeleton.
I think
The remix.
my
the meme
Halloween
version.
is Thriller.
Thrillers.
Michael Jackson.
Oh,
that's about
hey.
it, yeah.
That's true.
Nightmare on My Street
Probably it.
by Will Smith and DJ Jazzy Jeff. So good. Have you ever heard it?
No.
Dude, that is a class. My wife turned me on to this song, and it is so good.
Say that again?
Watch
My
your
wife
language.
turned me on to this
You
song.
really want to listen to it because you're gonna have to cut it out.
Fix and post doc. We're not making money off these.
I was gonna say
Yeah, that's sick.
it's a banger. Such a good Halloween
Monster
song.
Mash?
Dragula by Rob Zombie, so good.
Monster Mash?
Monster Mash, no, I hate that
Reminds
song.
me of like school elementary.
I
getting
I
candy.
used to like that song, It is played so much everywhere. I can't stand it.
Yeah, no, yeah. So.
They did the Monster Mash.
It is a classic. It's always going to be a classic. But it's just so overplayed it
Graveyard
hurts.
Smash.
Okay, what's
I
your
was going to
favorite?
say I haven't even started.
Stop saying that and finish.
Said
Anyways,
Screamo
so
and
when I was born, no, okay. It's hard because I genuinely I like every kind of music except for country, with some exceptions. Johnny Cash and Marty Robbins. Those are the two exceptions to country. Yeah, such a good. Marty Robbins is so good. Anyway, like those are the only two country artists I like. I enjoy pretty much every other genre of music, like legitimately.
Yeah.
So I grew up, we would go from listening to Pentatonix to Eminem to like Ice Cube to System of a Down to Rage Against the Machine to Peter Breinholt, which is like a Christian acoustic guitar guy. Like we had this straight to Billy Joel, dude. Oh, I
some of his
love Billy Joel. Yeah, no, I like. Okay, the thing is the songs of his that I like a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but pretty much
Piano
every
Man?
genre. So good, so good. Only the Good Die Young. Tasty.
Yo Yo Ma.
That's not a Billy Joel song. But I grew up liking pretty much every kind of music because my mom was kind of into. We'd go from like soft stuff to heavy stuff, but she like didn't like too much of the heavy stuff. So we'd like
She
know.
did at when she was young, right?
Oh yeah, no, my sperm donor was was in a metal band. He was the drummer.
Is that how they met?
No, I don't know how they met. I could care less. But
You've never asked your mom how your parents met?
no, I think it might have been at a concert. I don't know. Dude's a piece of garbage. I don't care.
No.
But she would get into like, it was like softer and then sometimes it would get heavier, but she didn't like getting too heavy too. And then my uncle, heavy metal. He is the reason I like heavy metal.
Your uncle?
My uncle.
Your heavy metal uncle?
Yeah. No, legit though. Like some of the stuff he showed me, it never got too
Didn't
like,
he also? Your uncle showed you stuff.
yeah, like his left nut.
Is this that uncle? This is that uncle?
That was both of my
your
uncles.
uncle actually
your uncles?
exposed their nuts to you.
At the same time?
No. Thinking about
What's
it
going
now,
on in your
I probably
family?
should have brought that up sooner as a child, but I never did. It was so they did this thing, and it was my cousin was in on it too. They would pull out their left nut and wait for you to look at it, and when you did, they'd say "cat brain." That was it. That was the whole thing. That's what they would.
Hold on. That reminds me of this story. So I played
So awesome. That's
So
like the most random thing I've ever heard.
How old were you? You were young.
I was like 8 or 9.
Imagine doing that now.
Okay, they
It's
were
still
our
happening.
age. They were our age, doing it to an 8-year-old.
That is messed.
So when I was in high school on my water polo team, something the seniors would do to haze the freshmen is they'd like hang a little bit of their sack off the Speedo. And like when we would be stretching before we get in the pool, they would look down and be like, "Yo, who got gum on my Speedo?"
What the fuck?
That's a good one.
Brendan's here just rating them.
He's like 10 out of 10.
No,
I pull
because
that.
no, how he said it was funny because I've had like stories like that too. Like they'll just freaking walk around like that and freaking.
Did Andre ever
It's so
participate in this?
I don't remember.
That's
Yes.
No,
You don't remember
no,
pulling your sack out?
no.
Did you ever pull your sack out and prank a freshman?
I don't.
I don't
Got
remember.
him.
I plead
It's
the
either a
fifth.
clear yes or a no.
No. No.
It is too
Look
late.
at his guilty face.
Corbin, bleep it and post.
Someone else took up that mantle my year. It wasn't me.
Fair.
Someone out there has seen Andre's gum. Has seen his hubba bubba.
That's a funny.
Speaking of which, kind of a detour. Do you know who Ludwig is?
Yeah.
Yeah, the streamer.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just had his nutsack leaked. Photos of it.
How do you know this?
It's like it was a news story, and he
Like on
he
Yahoo
was, he was
News?
on a pod. Yeah, basically.
It's
I
on
was like
Bing.
scrolling
It's
and
on
said,
Bing. That's how it
It's on
first leaks.
Bing.
It always leaks to Bing.
No, but it was he was doing a podcast where apparently they get really drunk. And so at one point he just like whipped it out. Nothing, just the sack. And just like showed it like right in the camera. And the editor was like, "Hey, you want me to blur that?" He said, "Yeah, lol." And apparently to him that meant no. So he released the video. It was for Patreon, so you had to pay to see it.
It's on the internet now.
But it got someone screenshotted it and just shared it
Google
everywhere.
images.
Bing knows
Going in
everything.
the Discord.
Yeah. Anyways, I just thought with the sack talk.
Have you seen it?
No,
He saw
I'm not
it.
gonna look it up.
He saw it.
No, you can't find it anymore. He got rid of it. I
You
heard
can always
this.
find it.
I'm not gonna go looking. I was at work on my work computer. Ludwig's nutsack, uncensored.
I'm sorry, but
NSFW.
Dude, they'd be like, "Hey, so we saw your search history, bud. You wanna come talk?"
We have some
Your work would
questions.
just be like, hey man,
No, they'd fire me.
do it once a month.
No, they'd fire me.
Your work wouldn't do shit.
They
oh,
would.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
hate
they
you.
fire men.
But if you were in,
But if you're a woman, you're fine.
if
It's a fact.
they were in favor of you, free pass on anything.
Yeah, yeah. But unless it was against a woman. Like the affair that happened,
Oh yeah.
the dude got fired like 2 months ago. The chick is the head of customer care now. Yeah, and
The-
she instigated the affair.
The tan guy.
No, a different guy.
Do
That
I
was
know-
a different
Do
affair.
I know him?
Yeah,
That was a different affair.
Oh yeah, my work has lots of them because corporate America suck.
It's not even that. That is the most unprofessional work environment I've
That is-
ever been in.
It's a startup. So
This-
it's-
That is like an outlier. This isn't corporate. That is outlier. Corporate America is you
No.
do anything and the belt comes down.
that is a falsity. Corporate America is where 99% of affairs take place.
Okay, hold on. You're talking about.
No,
I'm,
that's
I'm
a-
talking about like the business side of things.
Oh no, yeah.
Okay.
Business wise, my work is shady as fetch. Dude, they caught installers peeing off of the customer's roof. The customer said, "Hey, hey!"
put that little sausage away.
If I was them, I would just like pretend I'm on the roof and I just kind of pee on the shingles and let it go into the rain gutter. That's my plan B. I'm always prepared.
Or you go down and use the porta potty you brought on the install.
Or you ask the customer, hey.
Yeah, but they bring porta potties.
Just poo in your work truck.
Just poo your pants.
No,
Wear
just
the
be
adult
a
diaper.
man and poop in the gutter.
Looks like
So this is
Every
all
time it
about
rains.
views.
Anyways, yeah, what the? So,
I love your work.
anyways,
Your work has the greatest stories. It is
it really
horrible.
does. Oh man, there's some.
We gotta have you and me by ourselves next time. We gotta create like 20 minutes of just talking about work stuff.
We really do. It's pretty bad.
Okay, finish
Okay.
your music.
So I like most music. But it was, I don't know. The problem is I go through like different phases. So it's like, I go from like soft, like Mumford and Sons kind of like indie to, it's called Southern Gothic. It's just like heavy like blues.
Oh yeah, you showed me that.
Yeah, so I love heavy blues music. Like with a good beat. Ho ho.
Give him an ooh.
Ooh. And then like I was listening to NF on my way up here. So it just like varies, but I like bits and pieces of every genre except country. I only like Johnny Cash and Marty Robbins. That's it.
Do you listen to 8-Bit?
Yeah. No, like the dude
Like Pac-Man?
What's
Do
it?
you listen to Pac-Man music?
No. The Tetris theme. Dude, that theme slaps so hard. Oh, the Undertale, what's it?
Megalovania?
Megalovania.
Yeah.
So good.
I can play like the first measure on piano.
Oh,
Don't get too excited.
so good though. So
He's-
good.
He thinks he's better than us.
He is. He can play piano. Just kidding.
He is a little
I
better
would
than
I would
us.
rather play piano than guitar, but I can play guitar. So
Oh yeah, I haven't seen you play guitar in like
Yeah, dog.
A fat minute.
It's because I play it at home.
Yeah. Your wife play guitar too?
Yeah. We have 2 guitars, 2 ukes, and then like 3 more guitars in storage.
I have guns.
start a
You
band.
have guitars.
Just you two.
Oh, yeah. But I would rather know piano because piano is more versatile as
Universal,
an instrument.
yeah. That's a number one. I'd
Yeah.
go piano, saxophone.
Saxophone.
Dude,
second.
sax slaps.
Oh, dude, somebody whips out a sax. It's like even if they're playing wrong, you're
Have
like,
you seen the New York sax battle on the subway?
do you also search
Oh
this up
yeah,
at work?
yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
That is so good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the guy
Oh.
just randomly pulls it out.
Yeah, the one's like playing it, the other dude at the end, he's like getting it ready.
"Come on,
So
come on."
good. So good.
Only in New York.
True. But I would probably do like piano, bass, like bass guitar, and then like brass, like saxophone and stuff.
What
Just
if
'cause-
like
oh.
in the next gazpacho, he just pulls out a brass instrument after he kills someone, just starts playing the sax?
If someone has it, Tim has a French horn.
We're not using the French horn.
Wait, Mike has a ton of instruments.
Yeah, that's true.
Dude, Mike has a bunch of instruments. Dude, just pops it and then just
Careless whisper.
I would love to see that.
I would love to learn that.
Do it.
I'm retarded when it comes. I don't know. Like, I feel like I can kind of get the rhythm down. Like, I can do a memorization instead of a learn, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, I can memorize piano notes, but I can't play it.
Well, that's all you
Some
need.
people are like naturally gifted. You know how like same with singers as well. If we're talking about music, like there's singers where it's like you're good, and then there's singers where it's like you should be famous.
Thanks, dude. I'm not going to be a doctor or a lawyer, so school don't matter.
Kind of true though.
Mostly true.
It's like there's a few fields that you need, like
oh yeah, you
like
need some
engineering or
qualification,
like, but like the vast majority of the workforce does not.
That's
need to
kind of
go
where
to school.
jobs are going now too. Like, what are some high-paying jobs like editing?
Oh yeah.
Anything
Uh,
finance.
Okay, but anything in the creative field pays heaps. Like if you can do good like things in creative, like film, cinematography, VFX, SFX, like if you're good at it, it pays so much.
Logos and stuff. What's that called?
Graphic designer.
Yes, those are insane.
ooh, dude, the Adobe headquarters in Lehigh, like that, they pay
Tour in there.
tons.
You know, every floor is themed.
Yeah, no, it's
It's such a cool.
And
place.
it is. It's
they have
really
a
cool.
break room with like 30, 40 gaming PCs that you can go
Dude.
in. Lights are turned off.
I can't begin to tell you. So they were like talking about that place when they were talking about the new office that we moved to for our work, and they were like, that would be pretty cool. You know what they got? A pool table.
That's not the game you play at work. The game you play at work is ping pong.
Yeah.
That they do have a ping pong table too,
Oh,
but I'm terrible at ping pong. I'm far better at pool. So
Beat anyone here at ping pong, by
yes, that's a fact.
beat
you.
I'm
Not
terrible.
even.
the way. Easy.
Dude, one of my coworkers,
You can't even
Carson.
beat me at Smash.
My coworker Carson would slap you. He did tennis for 8 years. He
That
curved
doesn't
ping
really-
pong balls in ways I've never seen. Like he'd like hit it. It would go over off the table, back on, and like, dude, it was nuts. I was like,
Oh, I've seen.
yeah, no, he was disgusting at ping pong.
Wow.
I feel like my strength in ping pong isn't in serving, but it's like at angling.
No, that was him. Like he'd
Not
hit
like
it.
angling the serve, but like on the
No, that's what
on
I'm
the
saying.
bounce
He'd hit
back.
it back, and you would think it was gonna miss, and it would go right on the corner, just ping.
You know the best ping pong player I know? Ethan's dad.
Really?
Me.
He served in.
Shut up, Andre.
If there's
Hey,
one
clown
thing
this
you need to
boy.
learn is Andre is trash at anything. If he says he's good, you can guarantee at least 4 out of 5 at his best. I kid. No, his dad served in Japan for 2 years, so he
Wow.
did something where like he would play at members' houses all the time. He got really good. Like he can do a spin where it constantly barely goes over the net and it spins back into the net on your side.
Oh,
It's like a top spin. It's like he does like a semicircle forward and it just pink and you see it. It goes really slow, and it goes. It's like you can't even do anything. You have to be up there, like. And then as soon as you lean forward, he just hits it and barely nicks off.
Dude,
He
there's
does it consistently. It's so gross.
when people are that good, it's disgusting. That was like how the kid was at my work. But I started learning how to spin like ping pong, so I would like hit it and it would like go and it would hit and go the other way, and I was like, yes. Then I stopped playing because the person I played with got fired. So
Dude, they let people go there like hot.
oh no, okay, so it's a solar company. It slows down in the winter because summer sales.
I'm not even kidding. I love hearing stories.
They basically have a purge every November. Like they've been letting people go all month. It hit November, they were like, let go, let go, let go, let go, let go, let go. Like they fired like 8 people
They're like
this
Merry
week.
Christmas.
No, they did that last year. Last year, the day after Thanksgiving, they fired like 35 people. Yeah, one of them was married, wife was 8 months pregnant, and he was like, I have a baby due in 2 weeks. Like, and they were like, and they wouldn't tell him why he got fired. They refused. They said, we can't tell you that.
You know you can't do that, right?
Utah's a right to work state. They can do whatever they want.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah, businesses
They can fire you without
whenever-
saying a word
I
about
thought
it.
that was a
Hold
federal
on.
thing. Though.
This is the
Not
difference.
anymore.
Is workplaces can fire you whenever they want for any
Yeah.
reason. But when you file for unemployment, if they fired you or let you go, the unemployment that company would pay for instead of the state. So what companies will do is they'll write you up for certain things, so they'll have a base to fire you. So when they do, and the people file for unemployment, they go, oh, here's the stuff for why they got fired. And then the state goes, checks out, we'll pay the unemployment.
Yep.
So that's what companies do is they'll write you up a ton and then they'll fire you. So, but if you get instantly fired for like something horrible, like that's enough reason too. Like you stabbed a guy. Like, but if they just let you go, you can do unemployment and then they would have to pay for it and then they get stuff for taxes for it. But you know, that's the
Okay,
difference.
but like my work, they'll like,
But also,
they'll
yeah,
fire people
Utah,
and be
they
like,
don't have to
sorry,
tell
we're
you.
just, we're doing like something, and they had like a full excuse, but then they refused to give him an actual reason. He was like, I'm the top performer. Why? And they're like,
your your work also does this thing where they go, okay, we're just trying to improve on things. Like, what are some of your ideas to improve on
You
things?
give
and
them
then you
ideas.
tell them, and they're like, okay. And then they slide a paper for it. It's like, if you sign, like, you'll just sign acknowledging that we had this meeting. And then you're like, what? And then you look at it's like written warning at the top. You're like, what?
yep,
That's what
That
like
happened to
two
this
of them-
guy.
Yeah, that's what.
That's how you got.
dude. Okay, so I was the manager, and then
Well, we'll do not a separate podcast.
I was gonna
It's so
say
good.
that's
What about you?
Well, listen, I'll go quick. I like 80s ever since I was young. My dad's into 80s, so like anything 80s you can play, and I just know it. So I'm really into like soft. I used to be like heavy rock more, not like heavy metal, but more like
Like Scorpion.
AC/DC, Quiet Riot. That was kind of the beginning, and then now it's kind of more of like I like love songs.
You like
and
I remember
softer
when
rock.
you introduced me to Quiet Riot. So good.
So good.
Why are you getting softer, guy? You softening up?
I just feel like I like listening to them a lot more. Every now and then it'll go on like I'll have my playlist and it'll come on and I'll be like,
Fair.
So I'll listen to what matches his body.
yeah,
I'm getting soft,
Hard.
dog.
hard
Hubba
then
bubba.
soft.
Hubba bubba. Blue raspberry hubba bubba.
What? Yeah. So right now I'm I like Heart a lot, and then Chicago. I like some songs by Styx. I used to really like Styx, but now it's like, And
Dude, Renegade by Styx.
Renegade's good. I like Babe. That's my favorite. Best of Times.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Roboto. Come
Dude,
Sail
you're
Away.
like exclusively 80s music though.
Yes.
I don't think I ever hear you put on anything but 80s.
I do have some modern songs I put on.
When
that
I've
are
been
on
in the
my
car, you've
playlist.
never put it on.
I'm
You've-
surprised
oh,
you
yeah.
always
haven't
been
listened
80s.
to rap that one song. I was like, who are you?
I know, he whipped that out. I was like, who
I
is
was like,
this?
I'll
what?
name some modern songs on mine.
Oh. I'm gonna say because I feel like with the modern dude. Okay, to be fair, Imagine Dragons' newest album slaps like
I haven't
so
heard it yet.
hard. It's the combination of their two most recent albums, but it's like it's one like 38 song album. It is Mercury Acts 1 and 2.
Oh, okay. I haven't
Dude,
seen that.
this album so good. Like
I'll have to
Oh.
listen to it.
it pops off. It's so good. But like yeah, I've always liked Imagine Dragons. There's been a few times like they've kind of like gone over and then yeah, but this isn't a modern song.
That's older.
Yeah, that's Tame Impala.
Yeah. More earlier.
That's newer than 80s. Yeah.
There's some 90s. I used to like Shut Up and Dance, so I have it, and then ruined a couple times. And then now it's like I can't listen to it.
Stop putting names in. I keep having to edit them out. Oh yeah. Not worth
I'm
it.
like you in the sense like I can listen to just about anything. Like I'm cool with it, but like some of my favorites like I'll just put on. And,
I have a very wide variety of music.
yeah. Yeah, I'm more niche.
Yeah.
And then Brendan.
Blenders?
My music taste is kind of just depending on my mood, honestly. Like usually in the mornings when I wake up, I usually listen to like some EDM or just something like that to kind of get me going for my day.
Yellow.
And then like if I'm doing homework, then I listen to classical music. Probably my biggest is like soundtrack music, like Tim and everything. That's probably like one of my like kind of the most I have. I listen to a few country songs. I probably only have like 4. Johnny Cash is like a big one. Love him. He's freaking awesome. Probably my favorite artist right now is NF, like you. Like he just has some banger songs that I just freaking,
No, he has some
like
songs
I would go
that-
to a concert for him. He has
So
like
good.
every single song that's awesome. And then yeah, so that's kind of what I listen to right now. So
No,
And
his
then
most recent album though
Yeah.
is fire.
yeah, so but yeah, so that's kind of what I listen to a lot. I like a lot of classical music too, like especially if I'm just kind of getting in the groove of like studying and everything.
Now
or
here's the
reading,
question.
so, yeah.
Piano, violin, or cello?
Probably violin is on most of my like songs. That's what I hear the most in the background. Or
Okay.
like I mean depends on the artist. So like Beethoven
yeah.
obviously is more piano. Mozart is like violin and so on. So it just kind of depends. So.
Andre's parents are professional musicians, by the way.
Just my dad. My
so,
mom's okay.
Gonna get the hookups?
Yeah, his mom's really good at piano, and then his dad's like world famous level.
He's 72 and he's been playing since he was 3.
Your dad is 72?
So I get,
Yeah.
and then he got accepted into the Barcelona
71.
orchestra,
Really?
which is really hard to get into. But he ended up, moving to America. So that's a different story. But like he got accepted into it, so he's like legit big time.
So you got those hookups.
Yeah, I went to a concert one time and they had like the list of all the violinists and my dad was at the top. He was the only one who said pro violinist and I was like, I didn't even know that was a thing. But
Yeah, there's like the lead chair. Like
Yeah,
you have the
yeah.
one person in the front doing like the most and then everyone's like following them.
yeah, he was always that guy and I remember going to one concert when I was like in 3rd grade and because he was who he was, I was able to like the conductor would like hold my hands and I was a 3rd grader, so I basically conducted an orchestra and got on
Die?
the news.
Die?
Huh?
You die?
You jealous?
Yes. I am extremely jealous. Music is it's in my bones.
Did your wife like music as much
Oh,
as you, or
dude,
more?
Music like
I know she was into.
she'll just like be listening to something and I'll look over and she's crying. I'm like, dude, like music literally moves her.
Oh dang!
Like
She was in some plays. Did you end up doing more than her, or were you kind of like this,
yes,
eh?
because she hadn't done as much before college.
Plus, and like the woman roles too are more highly competitive.
I mean, not really. It was more like what sucked is like the few times that she got asked to be the stage manager. So it was like they were like, "Hey, you're really good at like
Not
getting
being
people
trash.
to do their jobs." So she got asked to do that, and then she was like, "Yeah, you can't audition
Could
because
your
you're
wife
doing
convince
that."
a homeless guy out of his $5? I need this to live. Yeah, but wouldn't you feel nice giving it to me? You know what? I would. Here.
No, but
guys.
no. It's more like she doesn't take garbage from anyone.
I
Like
could
people would
trash
like,
her. I treasure.
dog. I already know. She would trash you so bad.
Yeah, I would trash her.
No.
When are we hanging out with her?
No.
Do we have the wives on the podcast? Ethan and Corbin's wife? And then start asking them marriage questions, right?
I like this idea. Just
Yeah,
making a really
yeah.
uncomfortable interview.
Save some scraps for the rest
I'm with
of us.
Corbin. Caleb, you, Ethan, Newlywed Show. We create questions.
That wouldn't be bad.
That would.
And I'd finally get to meet the replacement for me. I like stopped hanging out and Caleb came in.
You still haven't met him?
No,
You met him once.
I met
You
him
met him
virtually when we were playing COD once.
Didn't you meet him in person last
Nope.
time you came?
Nope.
And he was like, "You're Corbin," and
Nope.
you're like,
I don't think I don't remember meeting him. I remember meeting Darren. I met
That
him,
guy-
but I don't remember meeting Caleb.
"That guy was unstable."
Didn't he try to join the Marine Corps? He joined,
He
went to
joined
boot
the
camp.
Navy, went to boot camp, and then he tried to break his own leg to try to get out on medical leave. And he was on like suicide watch because he was like, this was so trash. So he's like, you know what? I'm like, screw working out. So he tried to hurt himself to get out. And then like eventually it took like 3 months
He was
for-
on
Just
RMP.
quit. Just be a piece of garbage and quit.
You can't.
No, you can't.
Dishonorable
Once you sign that
discharge,
on,
baby.
The only way you can get out is freaking
Like
doing
it did like
suicide.
3 months of paperwork. Yeah. And
Yeah, and then you
suicide
have to
and
go
then-
into freaking like squad bay for 3 months until they get all your paperwork, and then,
And then they let
That's
you go.
release you.
trash.
But
Yeah.
the thing
it's
is,
kinda
you will
trash
be put
that-
on like a suicide watch on like officially on your documentation and stuff. So like you can't go buy a gun. And I was like,
Ooh.
oof. It's like that. hurts.
I don't think people like
So-
him should have a gun.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
they'll like go on your
He was
background
real
check
messed.
and they'll see like release from the military for medical reasons pertaining to like mental health or something.
Damn.
And that's a red flag on background checks for getting a gun.
Sounds about right.
So I mean it makes sense, but at the same time it's like
He's the only guy. He ever got me so pissed. I got him in a chokehold, and I was about to like, I was about to choke him out, and then Mike was like, "Oh shit, he's going blue," and I was like, "Fetch you," and then I let him go.
You should have just knocked him out.
If Mike didn't say anything, I 100% would have.
Okay, I had a friend. His name was Cheney. He went through.
Weren't you there? I don't think so.
I don't know this guy.
He literally was molesting me for maybe 5 hours, almost straight. Like,
Dog.
he would just be like jumping on me. He would be trying to take off his shirt, like hands down the
He
shirt.
wanted a
And I
piece
was
of
like,
you.
Stop. And then after all, I was like, dude, you got to relax. And then it kept getting more serious. It's like, bro, you got to stop or I'm going to loot you. And then he just kept doing it. And then I think one time, like, he jumped on my back or like we were playing Magic. And then he like, I think pulled the table over and then like looted everyone's cards or something because like it fell over and everyone's cards and like dice fell off. And it was like, bro, what the? And then he came over to touch me. And it was like, I think I just killed this creature or something like that. And he was touching me. I was like, F you. And I got him in a chokehold. And then I was choking him out. And he tried to play it off as if he was cool. He's like, oh, yeah, choke me. And then he was losing his, like, speaking.
I think I
And he's
remember
like,
that.
oh, yeah, choke me out. And he was like, I like it.
Because
You know,
we
I
introduced
kept going
him to
tighter and
that.
tighter.
Dude, you
and then
never
he stopped
know.
talking. And I looking down, and I remember he was getting all sweaty. And then he tried, like, moving his neck. And then when he would move it, I'd get tighter. And then-
You were trying to murder
and I
this
was like,
man.
I think you're gonna have to learn a lesson here, fag. And then I got I was laying on the back side of the couch, and then he was in front of me, and I just remember wrapping my legs up and around his legs so he couldn't do anything. And I had one arm pinned with my left and the right arm, and I was pulling tighter so his arm, so he was like this. And I remember I was doing that. I was like, "You're gonna learn a lesson." And then Mike was like, "Oh shit, he's turning blue." And then the quickest thought went through my head. It was like, this guy is so mentally retarded. Like, I could kill him. His brain may just give up after this. So I was like, "Bet you." But I wasn't like scream pissed. I was like, I'm just
You were actual like mad.
Silent.
Yeah,
piss.
that was when I like lifted my shirt up and there would be like skin missing because he would never clip his nails. So like he was actually going like 100%.
Dog.
It was so bad. I was so pissed. That's probably
I was gonna say, but I had a friend. He went through basic for, I think it was just like army,
yeah.
and he came back. He was like, they taught us how to knock people out. I was like, okay, and literally that whole friend group. No, that whole but it's like it's not like you do it right if you want to do it fast.
I have a quick story about that after.
But if you can just like put someone in a neck hold, like yeah, but that friend group took turns getting knocked out by him. They're like, me next, and just like and pass it. And I was like, whoa. He was like, you want? And I was like, no.
That could act like there's a slight chance that you could actually get
Yeah.
messed up. Like you don't get oxygen to your brain in certain parts. Like parts of your brain can get messed up. So it's like
I know.
I ain't rolling the dice on that.
And they were just like taking turns getting knocked out. And I was like,
There's so many dice rolls you can do with the getting knocked out.
So my quick story.
but this was the same friend group that liked to massage butt. Dude, they'd be like, let me massage your butt, dog. I'd be like, no.
and they were serious?
Yeah. Dude, they had sleepovers where they spooned all night.
I don't know. I mean,
Was
in the
this
military,
Ethan's
you
house?
do what you
Was
gotta
this
do,
Ethan's
bro.
house?
No, this was during high school. This was like that
Ethan's
one friend
parents'
group.
house.
Anyways, that was like that
Ethan's
was kind of
listening to
garbage.
this right now.
He's like,
He'll be driving, he'll be listening to it, and he'll just turn sideways, just full upside down steering wheel on the freeway. Okay, so my quick story is I thought it would be awesome to pass out. Like at one point, this was like
why does that run through
Also
people's
middle
heads?
school. When you're in middle school, you're beyond modern medicine. So I thought, I was like, Superman got his powers somehow. It must be this route. This is my way to fly. People come from different planets. People get dropped in radioactive sludge. Mine is I'm going to pass out. So I was looking on this YouTube video, and they said all you need to do was breathe in and out really quickly, and then put your head. This is while you're kneeling down, head in between your knees, and then breathe in and out really quickly, and then you stand up and hold your breath. So I remember I was wanting to.
Sounds so bad.
I remember wanting to plan this, and
Is this why you have bad brain cells?
yeah, this is why. This is why I'm 60%. So I remember telling Alina, my little sister, she was small at the time, and this was like when I was hitting my growth spurt, and then she hasn't hit it yet. So I was like like above elbow height. And I remember telling her, and I was like, all right, so when I pass out, you got to catch me. She was like, okay. I'm like, serious. And I was standing in front of the couch, and we had carpet back then. So I was standing in front of the couch. So like, if I pass out, like push me into the couch, just catch me. Like, don't let my head hit the floor. And then I remember doing it and then waking up on the carpet and my head hurt. I was like, wow. And I remember I was so confused. I remember like waking up like a movie, like it fades in. And I remember looking out the window.
Skyrim.
It really was. It was like waking up in Skyrim.
You're finally awake.
Yeah, they caught us on the border, trying to escape. But I remember looking out the window, and I was like, "Oh, outside!" And like it was like crack addict thoughts. I was like, "Oh man, like trees. Is that sunlight?" Like the weirdest thoughts. Like,
Yeah, you lost some brain cells there, bud.
yeah, big time. Lost 60% of my potential. I Anakin myself. So I remember waking up, and I was like, Alina. I was like, ah. And like my head kind of hurt, kind of like I got punched, but like it's like if you hit your head on a wall when you walk past, you kind of have like that. I don't know, like tingling.
throb.
Yeah. And I had that, and I was like, "Oh, did you catch me?" She was like, "No, because you were faking." I was like, "No, I wasn't." She was like, "Yeah, you fell on the floor, and then you started like jolting." I was like, what?
You had a seizure, dude.
No, I was like, yeah, I was so confused. I was like, did I have I was thinking that, I was like, how long did I do? She was like, you only did it for like 2 seconds. That's why I thought you were like joking. Cause like I fell down and I was like, and then I woke up. So I was like, I don't think it was a seizure.
Micro.
But I was like, why didn't you catch me? She's like, I thought you were joking because, you know, you kind of just like slowly like fell over. I was like, why? Even if I was joking, if I was testing you, why wouldn't you just do it?
dude, you can't.
That was test run.
Trust fall failed.
But after that, I've always been able to like levitate a little bit. So
I see it, dog. Go ahead, stand up. I'm gonna add a trash edit to you going up, like real bad.
Ascending to heaven.
Just freeze frame.
so that was that's how I became Superman.
Super hijo.
Do you guys ever remember? This is so awkward, but maybe I'm pretty sure if anyone here, you would have. It was a game called Retardo.
What?
Did you ever play it? It was like on one of those
trying to
free
remember.
games. It was Retardo, and you were like a hunchback of Notre Dame.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
I remember this.
And you had a knife, and you would shiv people and kill them and assassinate them as you would go in, and you would save like a really ugly princess. And then at the end, I think you saved her, and then you pushed her into lava, and you got like the cake she was making or something like that. Like,
Was this
retarded.
on like Cool Math for Kids or something again?
That's
It was on
cool
at one
math
of those
games.
other
It was
Google
probably
Unlocked
Addicting Games,
sites.
dude.
Yeah.
Addicting Games,
Addicting
like
Games
one
was
more
like
game.
the
Yeah, that was.
But if any of you, it's called
Congregate.
Retardo, I think, and there was like 2 games of it. And then
They
you
made a
remember,
sequel.
Electric Man
Absolutely.
fight, like you'd be Electric Man.
Oh, dude,
those were
yeah.
I remember facing like the blindfolded guy
Yep.
on the
Yep.
bridge, and he was nasty.
Disgusting, dude. Those games were so good. Like
Remember,
legit flash
Achilles,
games.
Achilles.
Nah.
Here's the
I played
I played
Stickman
so many.
War,
I went through
that
so
one.
many of those games.
You guys ever played Spank the Monkey?
Yes. You know how to
Yes.
win that?
How?
You pull the slap hand back,
As far as you
and
can.
there's only a box in the window of the screen. You pull it out of the box,
Uh-huh.
and then you go up and around to the other side. And then once you hit the mouse on the other side, it's as if the mouse instantly went there. So it would just instantly spank it, and you'd get like the high score.
What miles per hour would you get?
I can't remember what the max was. Like 10,000. I don't know.
I got up to like 700 not cheating.
That's rookie numbers.
I got like 10,000.
They play that cool music once you get past 200 miles an hour.
Yeah, Good Times by Chic. Have a good time. Dun, 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 dun. So good. Tim, do you remember any games that you would play as a game?
Like the
On
little,
school?
at
You
the
didn't play
school.
games?
I remember trying to download Call of Duty on.
Oh,
one of their
dude, I tried to
laptops.
download Halo so much.
Dude.
I'd be like in the library trying to download
Yeah.
Halo on my break.
I don't know if Tim was there. Do you remember someone zipper bombed one of Miss Reno's computers?
What does that even mean?
So you would download
Oh,
like a bunch of stuff
yeah.
into a folder, and then once somebody, you would open it up, like it would be like an infinite amount, but
It would be zipped.
it would only happen. I can't remember how you do it, but like you would download a bunch of stuff into something, but it wouldn't take up all the space.
Into a
'cause it
zipped
was
file.
Yeah, and then you would open it, and it would constantly keep opening, and it would just destroy the computer.
Yeah, it's like
So somebody
coded
did that
do
to Reno's computer. I remember like one computer was missing, and she's like, "Yeah, some kid like opened like a zip bomb." I think I was like,
That's nuts.
they just trashed the computer.
Dog, let's go destroy the library.
I remember in
Yeah.
junior high, somebody was able to download a copy of CS:GO and download it to each computer. So around in the mornings, it just went around to each computer because the computer lab would open. So it was just a race to get to the computer lab to play CS:GO each morning.
Dude,
And we'd
that's
all play
beautiful.
together. So it'd be like 40 kids on like 3 servers or whatever, and we'd just be playing CS:GO
Beautiful.
for
Beautiful.
like an hour before school. And then let's see. Then then they like deleted it from all the computers, and they like blocked it, and then it was Minecraft afterwards. Like
Oh,
like beginning Minecraft.
back before you had to buy individual licenses.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah. So we just freaking like downloaded it on each computer, made our own freaking profile, and we just started playing on servers together. Dude, there's some people that were dedicated.
That's
Like,
how
it was
I
like,
played
wow.
Minecraft as a kid. Is James got a login, and he gave me the login, and I downloaded it on Mike's computer, my computer, just like every computer I could get my hands on. Minecraft downloaded, and then James was like, "That's you," and took the login, changed the password. It was
also,
so
like-
good.
You should have changed it on him.
I wanted to so bad.
For some
But
of
I
the
wasn't gonna be- I wasn't
newer
gonna be
gamers
garbage.
or whatever, this is before freaking like Xbox bought him out. This was
Oh,
like
yeah.
when Notch first like
It was-
had the
it was
game
just
and he was
Mojang.
doing it himself.
You guys
Mojang.
know there's a tribute to Notch in Skyrim.
I think I've heard that.
about it, yeah.
It's real. You go to Throat of the World, top of the mountain where Parthenax is, and then you free climb all the way up on the rocks to the tallest point. And at the top, there's a pickaxe stuck in one of the rocks, and it's called Notched Pickaxe.
That's
And it does
beautiful.
like 10 points of stamina drain or something. So it's like, it's really trash, but it's specifically called Notched Pickaxe.
That's cool
awesome.
though.
You can do it like at any point.
Easter eggs in video games are the coolest. That's a different episode.
I'm
though.
not. That's the only game I've ever done every single quest on. All the side
dude,
missions, Skyrim,
could do-
maxed out
We
everything.
could do multiple podcasts on video games. Okay, so before we close
Number
out
two.
or whatever, I did want to do a shout out to one of my buddies that I work with or whatever.
Do it, dog.
Go ahead.
And so he's an up and coming
gonna Venmo
country
us, right?
artist. Yeah, when you get big, you better pay us for this shout out.
No. Just bleep it out until
Nah,
he pays us.
but-
We release it.
Put it like a business inquiry on the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude,
Well, I have
send me his
freaking
card. Yeah.
QR code, dude.
Yeah.
So anyway, his name is Daniel Beddos. You can find him on Spotify. It's his last name is Beddoes. So if you type that in, you'll probably find him. He has a few singles on it and everything, so you guys can check it out. He's a up and coming like country artist,
Flip
like
it
I
over.
said. And so, but yeah, it's he's really good. He's really good. He does his own music, and he's with a bunch of other guys. And
Say it, Tim.
Just say it with us in the group. You just say it normal.
Okay.
Well, they listened to it, so they just got a piece of that. That being us.
That's our outro, by the
Yeah.
way, Andre.
It's you just got a
just
piece
got
of
a
Just
that.
got a piece of that, yeah.
All right. So first, thank you everybody so much for watching or listening. Whatever you did, we're currently available on all the major podcast platforms: Spotify, Apple, Amazon, Deezer, iHeart, all of the good ones.
I prefer YouTube just so you can.
We do
see
have
us.
YouTube. If you watch on YouTube, you can see us and you can see our cool background.
Oh, the new one.
And yeah, so I just want to, thank you everybody for listening, and you just got a piece of that.
Tim